Hey guys, it's Jonathan Silva with JD Silva Photography, and I want to talk to you about an imposter syndrome that we're going over this week that really means a lot to me, and that's superhumanism. And that's simply the fact that if you don't feel like you are doing every single role in your business, and every single time everyone approaches you, you say yes to it, and you don't feel like if you can do every role, then you're a failure. And really, you're a people pleaser and being validated by working. And you feel like unless you're doing all of these things all the time and being super productive, then you're not being productive. And that is simply not true. And knowing this, I actually have a full-time job on top of doing my photography business. So that means I have two full-time jobs, and I'm a father to two children. I have a wife, I have dogs. You know, life just goes on regardless of your vision, of your goals, of whatever you want to do. It just happens, and it keeps on going and going and going. And so this really impacted me because I tried to do everything all the time, fulfill all the obligations, and do all the volunteer things on the side, all that good stuff. And unless I was doing all of these things, I felt like a complete failure. And so I would do all these things, and at the end of the day, the only one that was damaged was me. I was sacrificing my sleep, I was sacrificing my diet, my exercise, time for me to meditate and to get alone with the Lord and to really be rejuvenated. And when I neglect all of these things, everyone around me suffers. My wife suffers, my children suffer, my clients can feel me on edge. It's just not a good situation. So it wasn't until I realized that I simply cannot do it all, and I have to delegate tasks out, that I was just being burnt out. I was doing all the things, expending all the energy at the end of the day, to the point where I didn't want to do any work at all. Picking up the camera to me felt like such a burden, such a hassle, that I lost my passion for my first love in photography. And the same is probably true for you. If you went, whatever industry you're into, you went into it for a reason. And if you get bogged down by all the minutia and all the little itty-bitty tasks that have to be done, and instead of focusing on why you went into business in the first place, you're going to be burnt out. Social media content, branding content, all of that is probably not your expertise, right? That's why I went into business, to alleviate that burden from you, a small business owner. And you went into business to help people and to provide a product or a service in your community or in your circle or in your expertise for a specific reason. And it probably has nothing to do with photography, videography, social media content. So I encourage you to keep your head up, to keep on pressing forward, and to let other people who are skilled and trained in specific tasks that are bogging you down, to lift that burden from you. And I want to be that for you. I want to be that resource that just lifts the burden from you, to alleviate some tasks so you can focus on your first love, your passion, and really to accomplish the goals that you are here to achieve. I want to be a support for you. I want to be a resource for you. I am so inspired by you, small business owner, for stepping out in faith, for doing the hard things, for making the sacrifices that need to be made in order to live your dream. I know it's a struggle every single day, but you're here in the fight, and I'm here with you. So contact me today. Let's talk about how I can fulfill some kind of photography need for you, and it will alleviate a burden from your shoulders. We're in this together. Thank you for tuning in. Until